Perfect. Hey, good morning, everyone. It is March 20th, 2024. It's about 10:20 in the morning right now for me. I'm going to try to keep it not too long. I just wanted to talk about today, um, I guess my thoughts mostly. You know, for me, um, I guess I got rear-ended a few months ago, so it's kind of in recovery from that, and it's been kind of surprised at how long the body's taking to recover. Um, and based on that, just kind of a lot of it's just lower back, neck kind of related issues, just soreness, tightness, and other times just straight pain. Can't straighten up, have to be hunched over, kind of stuff. Um, it's just been going on for months and months and months, and it seems like there's a little bit of relief for a few hours or for like a day, and then it kind of comes back, and it's that constant battle going back and forth that becomes well, it becomes difficult. And so I guess on a few points, there's the psychology of it all, of just dealing with this on a day to day basis. It really makes me, in my sense, understand and really come to realize that all those people that have illnesses, diseases, and are battling those and injuries, man, those are strong fucking people. Because it's a day to day, hour, hour, minute kind of battle, movement by movement, really. Everything, from just being able to sit down to just whatever and just having that, and if you're in constant throbbing pain, it's horrible. Um, so it does make you appreciate that in terms of how strong people are. The other aspect it makes you realize is that um, when you're young and if you're healthy and you've been healthy most of your life, then you think you're kind of invincible. That and you've been kind of got through things unscathed. But reality is that's not the case. Most of us, as we age, we get issues. And for me, you know, I'm still relatively young. You know, considering in life. Um, but it's you're seeing people with illnesses. I've now because of this back issue, and it's frustrating. Um, and yeah, so sometimes it makes me go feel like there's other issues with me, or maybe there's something else wrong with me, like just because it's you feel your body, you feel your insides, and you're like, hey, something doesn't really feel right, um, and then the other aspect is financially. There's a couple of things here, financially and relationshiply. Financially, man, this shit devastates you, decimates you. You can't do your job, you can't sit, you can't focus. You really, it becomes an issue and a problem. And I don't know how people are able to do this because at some point it's very very difficult to manage. Um, and then on the same time, if you're able to still have support financially, the other aspect is, you know, and it's not like you're spending a lot of money though, right? Like, because like for me on the weekends, I'm not doing shit. I'm just pretty much like laying there, sitting or laying, or trying to feel okay and not really have any issues. Um, and then you have the other the other side of all, which is the relationships. Um, Man, relationships get strained. Friendships get strained. Family members get strained because people eventually get sick of it. Everyone gets sick and tired of someone else. We all have our own personal shit. So if one person is constantly having issues with health and all this stuff, the other person may shut up about it just because they know the other person can't do much, or because it's not as big as the other person, the partner or family member. But realistically, that person also then feels like, hey, like they don't matter, which they do. And at some point, they don't really give a shit about your problems because when we're in pain and we're hurting, you know, at the end of the day, we care about ourselves and we got to take care of ourselves too. Um, and that's kind of what's going on, where we're at. And then last, like I guess along the same vein, like relationships as in romantic partners. Man, if you're injured and you're like fucked up, or if you have an illness or something, like if you have an illness or disease, like man, that's pretty consequential. It's pretty significant. Like who the fuck wants to jump into a relationship like that? Who really wants to be with a partner that knowingly is diseased or has an illness? If it's like it's minor, but if you know it's going to be serious and you know it's going to be hospital trips regularly and this and that, and you're a healthy person, why would you want to get into a relationship? And you can say love, this, that, but at the same time, you're not in a relationship with that person before going into it. If you've been in a relationship and then that happens to a person, then yeah, that's ideally you tough it out and stick it out with the person, because that's what we all want and need when we're in that situation. Um, and I've met some women that have done that, and there's also some that they've left. Like why? They don't want to deal with it. Um, some even fucking cause that. This isn't just about women, men, women, both of them, right? Um, yeah, so that's kind of like more about what I wanted to kind of just talk about is why would someone want to be in a relationship with someone that has a disease or illness or injury? And that's what I'm feeling right now. I'm single. I feel like I'm injured, and it's been months, and I'm struggling, and I just really, really want to feel normal again, because that affects your energy, it affects your mentality, it affects your attitude, it affects your thoughts, it affects your words spoken. It can put you into a spiral, right? And so it's always important to try to encourage yourself to realize, it's just even if you don't see an end in sight, you're in the midst of this fucking long battle. Then, well, we have no other choice. The time will go by. Everything will go by. It will continue. The world is not going to stop spinning. If one person is sick or diseased or dies, the queen died. The world kept going. Um, so everything will keep continue on. People will show their sympathy the one time, two times, but that's really about it. Don't give a fuck after that. So we got to take care of ourselves, man. Our kids, if you have kids, they won't care. Your spouse is the one because they're going to be with you long term. Kids, they may care, but they're not going to necessarily be with you all for the rest of your life. Theoretically, it's going to be your spousing you. I don't know. This is a health kind of mental thing. I don't want to get into other topics, but it's easy to just jump to topic, but keeping it on point with health and how the health illness affects everything. So you can't constantly take drugs either. Like you can take pills, prescription pills, but man, eventually at some point that shit just fucking like your system just feels like oh, you know what I mean? Like your guts, your insides, everything just feels like you're fucked. Like you're just insides are just messed up. And so man, I don't know. I just feel drained and tired from it. Also, this morning, my siblings just kind of message over random stuff, and so one of my siblings did. Kind of unnecessarily kind of pissed me off this morning over that too, I guess. Yeah, this is where we're at, and this is what we are doing. Anyways, I will leave it at that. We're at the 10-minute mark. I don't want to make these things too long. These are just some further thoughts that I'm trying to recall from earlier in the morning or from the day before, and just trying to put it into a sequence of events. Oh, fuck. Okay. Anyways, have a good day, everyone. Bye now.